trio plus one. Hey everybody, it's Michelle Roll.
Hey everybody.
Star of stage and screen. Yeah, good. And look, there's Lisa Lee. Woo! Looking very stylish in her little fall outfit. Didn't we just have like the autumnal equinox or something like that? Right over here is Danny Rio, everybody. Danny Rio. Have you seen Danny's latest video, his music video? Oh my gosh. You need to go. We ought to put it up here is what we ought to do. Maybe we'll do that at the end, or if we can there or something like that. Caden's got to go pretty soon, but Caden Reese behind the board back there. Caden, we appreciate you so very much and don't get an opportunity to say it enough, man. You are the coolest sound man I think I've ever known. All right.
And Yvonne.
All right now. Who's happy? Who's feeling some happiness out there? Everything going on in the world right now, we're going to spread a little love and spread a little joy. That's the only way you can meet and beat that kind of stuff, is with the love in this world that you know how to create and how to send forth. And we're counting on each of you to do that with us. Not only every single day, but today, right here, right now. Here we go. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. Happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. And I know the light of love is shining in my eyes. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. A little birdie told me, you know what he said? He said, life is so sweet. When I listen to a song, I know I am complete. I have all the things to love, joy, and peace. Power is imminent, and love will increase. We're gonna build it up here, babies. Woo! I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. Happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. And I know the light of love is shining in my eyes. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and
Not yet. We have our affirmations. Repeat after me in your outdoor voices. I am.
I am.
I am that I am.
I am that I am.
I am prosperous.
I am prosperous.
I am the light.
I am the light.
I am an unstoppable force
I am an unstoppable force
of love in the world.
of love in the world.
I'm an author of the impossible.
I'm an author of the impossible.
I am an author of the impossible.
I'm an author of the impossible.
I am a living miracle.
I am a living miracle.
I am.
I am.
We are.
We are.
I am.
I am.
We are.
We are.
And so it is.
Yay!
All right, invite everybody to take a seat. Breathe in that energy that we are already creating here together into your heart. And just allow your awareness to move out and just to be fully present with us here, with us now, with our individual magnificence, with our collective magnificence. Take a moment just to settle into this energy, into this space that's around you. Just acknowledging the sacredness of this very gathering. And and the unity of all of our intentions that have brought us together here. And invite you as you breathe in to imagine drawing in the breath of life itself. Noticing that this breath is not just air. Sense it really as the essence of all living things. The invisible thread that connects all of creation. Feel this breath entering your nostrils, cooling and refreshing. Filling your lungs with its beautiful and amazing life-giving forces. And with each inhale, I want you to envision drawing in the universe's infinite wisdom. With every exhale, imagine releasing all that is no longer serving you. And let your breathing establish a rhythm that soothes your own soul. Breathing in the infinite wisdom of the universe, breathing out what is no longer serving. Sense into the sacredness of this moment, the very divine dance of breath that sustains all of life. Now I invite you to shift your awareness to your heart center, the space of your true essence. And as you breathe in, feel this area expanding with love and compassion. As you are breathing out, sense this love outwardly, sending it to all those who are around you, all those who are with us virtually today, all those who will watch the recording of this service later, sending forth your unique expression of love. And then send it outwardly into the entire world. Just imagine your life force, your love energy just wrapping the entire world. Continue in this in-breath and out-breath, this flow of giving and receiving each breath. Now I invite you, when you're ready, just to open your eyes, but just remaining in this flow, in this in-breath and the out-breath. Remembering that each breath is a gift and a sacredness, a sacred connection to life itself. And so it is.
Oh. Thank you.
Good morning. I have the honor of reintroducing a mystic an entrepreneur and a real treasure of this church. Paula, come on up. So, one of the positions of the Board of Trustees is the treasurer. And I have been the treasurer of the church for the last 3 years, whatever it is. And the great thing about that position is I didn't have to become the bookkeeper. What I did need to do was make sure that the books were attended to, right? And so we have Sarah Henry that fulfills that. But the treasurer's position can be so much more. So we have a sweet, sweet spirit, entrepreneur, mystic, and if you're an Enneagram, I don't want to assign a personality to her, but I think she's a 3. And so it is such an honor that you have said yes to becoming the treasurer and fulfilling probably more than I committed to do right now. So, and Paula's going to read our special reading this morning, so thank you so much.
A special thank you to you, John, for all of your amazing service and being an amazing treasurer. Word for today, authoring the impossible. Affirmation. As love's emergence, I am the author of the impossible. Quote, she spins, this great earth goddess, upon invisible strings amongst a wildly pulsating ballet of life. All of creation is born from nothing. Out of endless silence and darkness, light emerges. What strange magic is this? We dance in the realm of the impossible made possible. Constantly you and I, Alana Fairchild. The universe is brimming with emergent possibilities, yet in our limited thinking, we label what we have never seen before as impossible. So what we are really doing here as cosmic beings is authoring the impossible. With this term, Jeffrey Kripal, a religious historian, makes a case for the validity of the paranormal, extrasensory phenomenon experienced beyond the 5 senses. At the highest level, authors engage others in the sacred act of making something from the spiritual realm visible that was previously invisible, and invite others directly into this living, creative process. We have the human capacity of being able to live in 2 realms simultaneously, the spiritual realm and the 3D earthly realm. We are essentially cosmic midwives, bringing the many facets of love into manifest form. Whenever I meet a challenging situation where I cannot see a way out, I bring to mind the scripture. What is impossible for man is possible with God. And I remember my role as an author of the impossible. I soften my perception and allow an inspiration beyond my understanding to flow through me. I may hear myself saying things I didn't know I knew, healing deep wounds and bringing fresh ideas to hopeless situations. In this depth of surrender, I make the invisible visible, the unknown knowable, and become love's emergence in the universe. Affirmation. As love's emergence, I am the author of the impossible. Thank you.
This is now our meditation time, so I invite you to take a deep breath in and let it out. I invite you to notice the weight of your body resting on the chair. Notice the ground that is holding you. Feel yourself fully here, fully now, fully incarnate as a magnificent human divine being. I invite you, if your eyes have been closed, to gently open them and take a look around your surroundings. This room that we're in, the seats, the platform, the walls, the decor, the color, the textures. And notice yourself in the room. Now notice the room as it lives inside of your awareness. Notice our sanctuary as it lives inside of your awareness. Notice our neighborhood, our city, our country, our continent, as they live inside of your awareness. Notice our planet, our solar system, our galaxies, living inside of your awareness. Notice the expansiveness of where awareness can go and all that it can hold. Now I invite you to bring yourself back to this room, noticing the difference in the experience between when you're in this room and when the room is inside of your awareness. Take a few moments to shift back and forth. Breathing in, this room is in your awareness. Breathing out, you are in this room. Breathing in, this room is in your awareness. Breathing out, you are in this room. And now I invite you to notice that your awareness is not only yours. You are a part of a collective awareness, a collective dream that is dreaming you into being. Breathe each person here into your heart and then back out into the whole of us. And sense how you are also being breathed by each one, and then back out into the shared field. Sense how you are also being breathed by this shared field, this shared wisdom, this shared sentient consciousness. Sense yourself being breathed by something very vast, by spirit itself, by earth, and by the dream that is already holding you. Take a few breaths in this awareness, this collective awareness. Just allowing it to hold you, to support you, to see you. Notice yourself seeing it. Breathing inside of it. Breathing as it. Resting here. Knowing that prayer is not only something that you do. Prayer is engaging this larger dream moving through you, imagining you into being. Take one more deep breath. Whisper inwardly to yourself, I am being prayed. I am part of the cosmic dream, dreaming the next highest version of me into being. I am being prayed. I am part of the cosmic dream, dreaming the next highest version of me into being. I invite you in this larger expanse, in this interconnectedness, to continue breathing this in, knowing that this is the way it really is, and allowing this to be part of this service, the day moving forward, the week moving forward, and into the rest of your life. So it is. I stand for you. Here I as you show me all that I must do. Show me all that I must do. Come on, show me all that I must do. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And so we're here in our series of Entangled Presencing, the weaving of embodied prayer. But first, I wanted to mention that next week, as you know, that we celebrate our Power of the Month on the first Sundays of every month. And Reverend Florence will be with us. As you know, she has an extreme passion for the 12 powers, which is absolutely wonderful. And she has an amazing book that is based totally on the 12 powers and the 5 principles. And so I'm very excited about what she will have to say about zeal. So that will be next week. See if I know how to do this. No, wrong way. Yay. So here we are in the second week of our series, Entangled Presencing, the Weaving of Embodied Prayer. And as I was mentioning last week, these first 2 words, entangled presencing, could be just that. And like if we were really totally in the fullness of awareness of that, that would be sufficient in terms of understanding really what prayer is. And so we talked about the fact that this word entanglement, it really comes from the quantum physics realm. And the quantum physics is showing us so much wisdom in terms of how we are so interconnected that it doesn't even matter how far apart we are. We could be a total opposite end of the universe. And we still have a very deep sense of interconnection with one another. And so praying from this place, this total awareness, is something that is extremely powerful. So we're going to be leaning into that more and more. And then this idea of presencing. Presencing, which of course is a lot more than just being physically in a space. A lot of times we consider that's kind of it. But to be fully present really is to be fully centered in all of the 3 centers of your beingness and totally opened with your heart to all that is here. And so if you had, as I mentioned last week, been in a situation where you have been with someone that is truly present to you in that way, it is an amazing gift. It is a beautiful gift of love and a beautiful gift of what's possible between us when we are able to do that. And so we're going to be focusing more and more on that. And so we're going to be looking at the head, heart, and hands of prayer as we begin to look at what it is to be fully embodied, fully being in these 3 centers at the same time, having them all totally active. And so we're going to do something today that is really impossible, but we're going to do it anyway, is that we're going to talk about one of the centers. We're going to talk about the head center today. Now, the reason I say it's impossible is it's impossible to separate them out. You know, the head, the heart, the body, all of these centers are intertwined. They all work together. That's part of the whole entanglement. But for the purpose of understanding, we're going to separate them out today. So, today's, I'm not used to this thing here. So today's message is the dream that's praying you. So we've had an opportunity to kind of live in the consciousness of that a little bit with our meditations and whatnot. And so it's that idea of what this cosmic dream is, and really how we can align our thinking with this, our thinking center with this, and to really recognize how deeply we are connected. And that sometimes we are not praying alone. We're not necessarily the solo author of our prayers, but there's a whole cosmic orchestra that is going on when we go into prayer. So I have a question for us, and wanted to see where we are with this idea. I think Don has the mic. Question is, what is the mind? Mind is one of those things, like if you notice, if you talk to different people, they have all these different ideas. You know, what is that? So let's see where we are with that before we begin. What is the mind?
Don't be afraid, there's no wrong answers.
Right?
Okay.
We won't have the test on this till next week, so.
It's intuition.
Say that again.
Intuition.
Intuition. Okay.
It's the ego.
The ego. Yeah, that's kind of a Course in Miracles speak.
There's dimensions to the mind. There's thinking mind with concepts and perception, and then there's what Buddhists call the pure mind or awareness. It's not thought. It's being. It's conscious, transcendent being. It's what's the high mind.
Thank you.
The mind is a powerful tool. You just have to open it up for whatever you want to let the world and the surrounding universe comes in, and you can just let the love flow throughout the universe into you and out of you. And whatever's going on in the world, remember that God is always in you, and love is always there. You just have to reach for it.
Thank you.
The mind is a manifestation of all things.
Thank you.
That's a Charles Fillmore statement.
Yes, sounds like it.
The mind is a place where love starts. I think the whole idea comes in through our mind and transcends to our heart, and then is an open communication between the two.
Thank you.
The mind is our consciousness where we receive divine inspiration.
Hey, I love that. This is like the advanced group here.
The mind's the communicator. And what I'm saying is if we're one with God's mind, there's the communication.
Okay. Lovely.
If I was going to add something, for me, I like that analogy that mind is here, I am the antenna receiving the consciousness, and so I have this habitual thought pattern that I'm resonating in that message, but I can change my frequency or what I want to pay attention to in the mass or collective conscious mind, if you will.
Yes.
My idea of mind is actually God. And it starts with God first. And so, as was shared earlier, the subconscious versus the conscious mind. Subconscious would be when you're actually physically awake and doing things and actions. Subconscious is when you're actually connecting with God through like dreams and or just a willingness to choose to be toward God. So we are a God mind when we choose.
Thank you. I think I'll have you guys come up and teach the lesson today. That's awesome.
We don't volunteer.
Like John, I was on his back. I was the transceiver. The mind is the essence between the physical and the spiritual.
Thank you.
Conscious energy.
I love everything I've heard, and I'd like to add to it that there's an intelligent, cosmic intelligence that is in our bodies, in our cells, living us, lifing us, and it's everywhere.
All right, one more. We'll let Ira close things off.
Take it away, Ira the Great.
Well, I like what a couple couple of different people said what Steve said, you know, the awareness, and then the mind, the thinking mind, and consciousness, and God. So it's like a fractal of the God consciousness. That's what I would say.
We love it. Awesome. Well, there was this young man by the name of Orion who had the same question. He was trying to figure out this whole thing about what exactly is the mind? And how does this work with prayer? Now, he was a very diligent prayer, and he really believed in prayer, and he believed it was a type of a transaction, that if you say the right words, if you are in the right position, and his was down on his knees praying all the time, if you hold the right beliefs, if you have the right affirmations, then maybe God would respond. He was very diligent with this. He was very faithful, sometimes a little anxious because he was afraid that he might be doing things the wrong way. And his prayers were always very scripted, and he had, exactly precise ways of doing everything, bound by the edges of his own intellect. But he was a very good person, and so he had this belief that when he died, he was going to go to heaven. So sure enough, he passes away, and he meets God at the pearly gates. There God is to greet him. And of course, he's just so ecstatic, that there's God, and here he is. And so God greets him very, very warmly. And he said, it's time for me to give you a tour to let you know what is here. And so he takes Orion down this corridor. And in the corridor are several doors. And they seem like they just go on endlessly. And each one of these doors is more ornate than the next. They have the most amazing woodworking and exquisite handles and all of that. And so he says to Orion, now, you can go and open any one of these doors. There's something absolutely amazing behind these doors, with the exception of one door. And that's the door, the red door, all the way at the end. And you looked at that door. That door was nothing like any of the other doors. It was just kind of plain looking and didn't have any particular fancy woodwork or anything. So he says, okay, so he spends some significant time opening these doors, and every time he went inside, there was something amazing in there. And behind one of these doors, he was kind of a foodie. So one of these doors, he went and he could eat any kind of food he wanted. And he would not gain weight, he would not get sick, and he could even overeat, and it was just perfectly fine. So he was having a good time in there. And he opened another door, and it was a door to the cosmos. He could go to any planet in the universe that he wanted. This was amazing. And so he went to the next door and the next, and behind each of these doors was a completely amazing experience. And he was having such a good time that time just kind of probably was like eons compared to our time here on Earth. But in the corner of his eye, he kept seeing that red door. And so eventually his curiosity overtook him, and he had to go and open the red door. So he opens the red door, and he is totally in awe beyond what he has experienced with the other doors. But then he was also a little sad at the same time, because behind that door were all the things that he had wanted while he was on Earth, only an upscale, better version of it, 10 times better. And so he turned around, and there was God standing. So at first he thought God was going to reprimand him for opening the red door, but God was very kind. And Orion says, I don't understand, God. I prayed the perfect prayers. I did everything right. I said the right affirmations. I did all of these things. And I made sure that my mind was right and my thinking was right and everything. And then God said, well, actually, Orion, there are 3 minds. He says, 3 minds? What is that? So he said, first, there is the thinking mind. And the thinking mind, as Steve was telling us earlier, is the mind of thoughts, the mind where, like if you imagine you're like in a beautiful garden, the thinking mind is like the gardener's tools, the spade, the watering can, the labels on the seed packets, very necessary, but in a lot of ways very limited. The thinking mind tends to focus only on control and on order. Where should this particular plant go in the garden? How much water does it need? How fast will it grow? It's very functional, but if we mistake this tool for the whole garden, we'll miss so much. And so then God says the second mind is the imaginal mind. And so in this garden, it is like the blossoms, it is like the fragrance, the hidden seeds that are waiting underground. This is the imaginal realm, symbols, visions, dreams. It invites us to see not just what is, but what can be. And it's a part of the garden that surprises us, that delights us, that brings joy, where beauty bursts through the cracks in the plan. Then he said, the third mind is the entangled mind. And Orion says, well, what in the world is that? The entangled mind is like the soil and the sky together, the vast fields that hold everything. It is awareness itself, the gardener, the blossoms, the seeds, the tools, all of it exists within this holding. The entangled mind doesn't manage or imagine, it simply is. It's the cosmic weave that roots all beings in one living system. And when we are praying, we can move among all of these three minds, tools of clarity, blossoms of imagination, soil and sky awareness. So the practice is not to discard one, but to remember each has a place in the great garden of spirit. So Orion was taking all of this in. He was pondering all of this. And then he said, this isn't heaven, is it? And God said, no, it's not. This is just a stepping stone along the way. And with that awareness then, Orion became a part of the garden, the soil, the flowers, the sky, and the cosmos. He became the prayer that had been praying him all along. And so with that, Orion is going to invite us to visit, once again, the Unity 5-step process. So I want to make sure everybody has a prayer, you have a prayer slip and something to write on. And if you do not, I invite you to raise your hand. And as you're receiving your slips, I want you to begin thinking of, we're going to actually start with the thinking mind, of what you would like to pray for. Of course, all of these minds are connected, but very often it is the thinking mind that brings us to the place of wanting to pray for something, or to pray for someone. And so we're going to honor that. So if something comes to mind, I invite you to write it down. We're going to go through all of our process with that. Remembering that all these parts of our mind are important to the whole. So the Unity 5-step prayer process is relaxation, concentration, meditation, realization, and appreciation. So we're going to begin first with relaxation. Now, we may have utilized this tool of the thinking mind to bring to mind what we would like to pray for. But now this stage of relaxation is beginning to soften this part of ourselves, soften the thinking mind, taking deep breaths in and out, allowing all thoughts to become very soft, to become quiet, noticing where you may feel any constriction in your body or in your mind, breathing there, releasing and letting go. Second stage is concentration. So here we're going to begin to engage the imaginal mind, turning towards the field of possibilities, and really stepping into this affirmation of I am an author of the impossible. And usually where the thinking mind begins to meet those edges of the imaginal mind, the thinking mind has a comment and says this is impossible. We're going to cross through that threshold onto the other side. Breathe into the field of limitless possibilities and hold what it is that you are praying for in that field. Third stage is meditation. And this is where we begin to engage the entangled mind. Breathing deeply and notice that you are being prayed. This is not something that you could possibly do by yourself. And allowing yourself to become aware of your connectedness with all beings, spirit guides, angels, all cosmic beings, all earthly beings. Feeling that in this connection is a kind of wisdom, and allowing that wisdom to pour forth into what you're praying for. Sensing as you're a part of this entangled mind, as the entangled mind, you are being prayed. You are part of the cosmic dream, dreaming the next highest version of you into being. Dreaming the next highest version of whatever it is you're praying for into being. Allow yourself to be fully engaged with the entangled mind. Next stage is realization. And this is what we call, there could be this sense of chemicalization. This is a way of integrating all of this into your being, all of these three minds, plus what it is that you're praying for, any old thoughts that need to be falling away, all of that is happening. And this is kind of a fire. And I love the way Khalil Gibran describes it. He says, and then he assigns you to his sacred fire, that you may become sacred bread for God's sacred feast. All these things shall love do unto you, that you may know the secrets of your heart, and in that knowledge become a fragment of life's heart. So I invite you to continue to breathe in this stage. This particular stage can last beyond the time that we have to sit here. It may reveal itself in the next coming hours or days or weeks. But we're going to breathe inside of this for now while we hear a beautiful selection from Michelle. Oh, John. Both of you. Everybody.
came to pray with a heavy list, a silent room she couldn't miss. It was a monologue set up high. A fixed in man beneath a closed-off sky. She sought certainty, yearned for control. A solitary mission for her soul, but the words felt thin, started to fall, just a whispered plea. No answer to her call. 'Cause prayer is a field we step into, not just the rising words that pass through you. It's the muscle, the memory, the laughter, the grief, the sacred weed beneath the leaf. It's a shift from performance to presence, from asking for proof to pure acquiescence. It's already happening. Can you hear the sound between the ancestors and the hallowed ground? Then she leaned her back on the old rough wood, finally felt something misunderstood. The earth was singing, the wind had its tongue, a vast collective harmony sung. Her body became a part of the sound, her feet on the ground, no longer bound. Realized the spirit was near, weaving these stories, banishing the fear. 'Cause prayer is the field we step into, not just the rising words that pass through you. It's the muscle, the memory, the laughter, the grief, the sacred weed beneath the leaf. It's a shift from performance to presence, from asking for proof to pure acquiescence. Already happening. Can you hear the sound between the ancestors and the hallowed ground? For the imaginary realm where we meet, where fantasy ends and perception is sweet. Not what you speak, but what the spirit prays us to be. A journey of wonder and curiosity. We recognize the dreams that are dreaming us now, moving from cold control to a generous bow. Oh, join us, feel your whole being in the boundless co-creation you're seeing. Sacred weave, you're already in, just join in. You're already in, just join in. You're already in. You're already in, just join in. That's Danny Rio.
And John Jones.
Hey,
John Original.
Michelle Rowe, Lisa Lee.
Kaden, am I correct that you created this song this week?
Yes.
Thank you.
We always do.
Little help from
That's
your
what
friends.
we're, yes, all inside of this miracle of co-creation and entanglement. All right, I invite us to bring our prayer slips down, and this next stage is appreciation. Appreciation for all that has transpired in this experience of prayer, and we are knowing that the universe's intention is always for us to be transformed at depth through the process. And we are grateful that we move into these higher levels of expression for ourselves, for our family members, for our loved ones, and we are seeing life differently. And so we are expressing our gratitude, our great gratitude for that, for all things. We are saying, thank you, my grandmother's hands. Thank you, stars. that burned long before humans prayed. We are so very grateful for all the ways that this will manifest. We know that this is moving into a higher and higher expressions of love on the planet. Thank you, God. So it is. And this last stage is not really necessarily part of the 5 steps to unity prayer, but I think it's really an important one, particularly in the way that we're being invited to really give ourselves to being totally transformed by our prayer process. It's not merely a transaction. I remember some time ago, one of the questions I asked is, God a ATM machine? You know, so when we're graduating from God being an ATM machine to really giving our minds, hearts, and bodies over to being totally transformed in our process, then we become new. And so after we have gone through the process, we have a different type of a question. Who must I now become? What must I now do in reverence for what I have received? So I invite us just to be with this question for just a moment. This is our time of welcoming our guests and family. And so I'd like to begin by welcoming our online family and guests and letting you know how delighted I am that you have chosen to be with us today. And we have been feeling your hearts, your minds, and your intentions for what we are to create together. And just want to let you know that your presence is indispensable to who we are in this moment. So thank you so much for being here. And next, I'd like to invite anyone who may be here for the very first time to stand. We have a few gifts that we would like to offer you.
No pressures.
Right. You don't have to say anything, but we do have gifts for you. Yay! Our first gift is a welcome packet. If you continue standing, we have another gift after this too. We're just full of gifts today. So the welcome packet tells you a little bit about Unity as a movement. It also tells you a little bit about Unity of Las Vegas and how we have been sharing love in the world. And if you go in and take out what I call the magic orange card and fill it out and leave it with us, it will give us an opportunity to give you a free meditation, which we would love to do. And our next blessing is an energy blessing. So with that, all you have to do is just, yeah, exactly. So I invite our community to rub your hands together and repeat after me. We see who you are. We see who you are. You are a magnificent divine creation. You are a magnificent divine creation. You are a one-of-a-kind miracle. You are a one-of-a-kind miracle. You are indispensable to the universe. You are indispensable to the universe. We love you. We love you. We bless you. We bless you. And we celebrate the light that you are. We celebrate the light that you are. Thank you so much for being with us today, gifting us with your presence. And now it is time for our in-house Sangha to stand and to greet each other in the term Sayu Bona, which is a West African term meaning we see you, because we are all friends here.
2, 3. We are all friends here. There are no strangers when you walk inside that door. We welcome you to linger. Strangers when you walk
And I just want to say, what about Lisa Lee's outfit today?
Yes.
Huh?
She looks cool.
Is she got a stylist?
She's gonna play guitar later. She's gonna rock and roll with
Yeah.
band now.
Oh yeah, she's in the band. That's why she dressed up today. You're in the band. You're in the band. That's why you dressed up today.
Always dresses up.
And as you're coming back to your seats, I would like to remind you that this prayer segment, I don't know about you, but I've got stuff going on that I'm not sure about, but I know that it's love taking me to a higher place. Right? Answered prayer, I'm praying for a comfortable transformation into becoming a better place. And one of the things I'd like to remind us all of, and this is a thank you to Tom Glass today. And what he said is, and I'm going to kind of paraphrase it, is personal growth is important. If you're not growing, and this is an Anthony Robbins thing that I heard him say recently, is if you're not growing, you are receding, and if you're depressed, it's probably because you're thinking too much about yourself and you're not helping others. And that was the message that Tom gave me today. He says, ultimately, this is about how are you able to contribute to others. And so we are transforming into love and light for the purpose of being that for other people. So thank you, Tom, for that reminder. All right, so this is your opportunity to bless this church financially. And so we're going to take an offering. We have an affirmation. This is an opportunity. And Kate, will you do us a favor? Once we've done the affirmation, if you'll go back to the QR code, there may be somebody that would use that during the collection.
It's also on the platform as well.
And it's also, this is our QR code.
Yes.
Yeah, see, we're growing. So if you hold your gift in your hand, we'll say this affirmation together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And you can move your pass your gifts to the aisles, and the ushers will pick those up.
I
Well, how about that? Any music fans here? The price of admission is paid right here. John and Michelle and Danny. Wow, that's fantastic. I love music so much. Anybody going to the Who tonight?
Ooh.
I'm going to the Who tonight.
Where is it? Is that at the
Yeah, in Mandalay Bay. Anyway,
I'm gonna go see Hyde
we are
Palace.
abundant. We are abundant.
Yes.
So close your eyes. Bring that smile of knowing to your face. That smile that says, thank you, God.
Thank you, God.
Thank you, God, for everything flowing easily into your lives. Thank you, God, for my challenges. I am stronger as a result. Thank you, God, for my transformation into a light, into a knowing, into a prosperity manifesting easily. We are so blessed. So it is. All right, now I'm going to try to do this quickly because it's been such a blessing. And so we have an identity statement. We'll say that together now. We are family for each other, welcoming, nurturing, and awakening one another at depth. And our purpose, birthing the new human, is the face of the golden love on the planet. And Lisa leading the way. What a magnificent, I think, anyway, I said I'd do this quickly, but I added up the years I've been in this church, at least 15 years now, and serving several different ministers, and where we're at now is just phenomenal. And so thank you for the blessing. Hi, so we have some weekly ongoing events. The first one is tomorrow. It is live here at 10 a.m., the Life Reflection Cafe. Join Jamie Jett and others in a true reflection of life. And it is a phenomenal time. Midweek Inspiration on Wednesdays at 1 o'clock. This is Zoom only. You can get the link to the Zoom on our website at unityoflasvegas.org. And A Course in Miracles. And I think that the lessons where you're at in A Course in Miracles, this is kind of the transformation stage where the forgiveness work is manifesting as love and miracles in your life. But this is on Thursdays at 6 p.m. It's live and it's on Zoom. And they would love to have you come if you're not already doing so. Okay, so Valerie Colden has something that she wants to share. Coins for a cause. And she's bringing a friend Deb and Edna.
It just dawned on me how fast time goes. Just by standing here and making this announcement, it's that time again. It's that time again. It's time to collect coins for a cause. And we're going to launch this program next Sunday, October the 5th, and it's going to run through November the 30th. So bring your, pick up your cans, sign them out, pick them up next Sunday, bring them back no later than November the 30th. You got something you want to say, Deb?
Thank you. It worked really well last year. We made over $2,000. Thank you.
Yes, thank you in advance for the cooperation. We did really well last year and year before.
Yes. Every time we do it well. We're going to distribute things pretty much like we did last year and the year previous year. Last year, the money that you donated was divided between the church and 2 charitable organizations. We plan to do that, the same thing this year. We're not exactly sure which organizations, but the church will be included for sure. Thank you.
Thank you.
And this is an ongoing annual event that is a delight for us. And let's see, we were inspired at our recent board retreat to do more. And one of the things that I committed to was we have new faces that come into the church. They may not have a background in unity, and we're gonna attend to that by once a month having a open forum. We're gonna go to the library, and I'm gonna have some unity materials, and I'm gonna share with you what this church, our foundation in unity is with Myrtle and Charles Fillmore, and present some materials that if you're not familiar with unity, you could come and figure that out. And if you already know, you're welcome to come, but you just can't take over the class, because we're only gonna do it for 30 minutes. So anyway, the first one is November 2nd, and that coincides with our 12 Powers class, the first Sunday of the month. And we'll get in there. I think we're gonna start it 15 minutes after the service ends. So, you know, that could be 1:15 or that could be 1 o'clock. Today it would be 1 o'clock. It looks like we're gonna get out of here early. What?
One time.
We must be on good behavior. We're getting out early for good behavior.
On time.
Okay, so there's one more short announcement. There's not a slide for this. Enneagram of Las Vegas is having a workshop next weekend. It's Friday and Saturday. There are some flyers out on the table. Enneagram has been for years a foundation of what we have presented over time. If you're not familiar with it, I'm surprised. That means you're relatively new, but you're welcome to join Steve Purdom and the Enneagram of Las Vegas on Friday and Saturday. It's all you.
All right, no, it's us.
It's us.
All right, hey, let's have some fun with this. 1, 2, 3.
You guys can stand up. Woo. Give us a big send off.
Yes, I got it. Let's say our prayer for protection together. The light of God surrounds us. We are the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. We are the love of God. The power of God protects us. We are the power of God. And the presence of God watches over us. We are the presence of God. And wherever we are,